Guys, welcome back to our channel Chairman Months, and this is Jane. And thanks for always watching, liking, commenting, and also subscribing. And if you're watching this video and you're not yet a subscriber, don't forget to subscribe so that you become part of. This is my own experience that I'm going to share, and these are the challenges that I faced as being in an interracial relationship. Relationships can be hard on their own. If you're dating someone outside your race or culture, then it can be even way harder than how they are. When I posted my man on TikTok, so I've never got lots of comments like I got when I was with my man or when I first met him or when we got engaged, when I put up the engagement video on TikTok as well. So lots of comments that I got, and people were like coming to me and they wanted me to connect them, and they were asking if my man had brothers so that I could connect them to his brothers or friends who were single. I was so surprised because I was getting all that attention which I've never got before, because when I used to post my videos alone, they couldn't like comment that much on the video that I put up when I met up with my man. So I was like, really? Why do people want to be connected to white men? Why? Of course, not everybody is supposed to be married, engaged, or in love with a white man. So what people need to know is that if you really want someone who truly loves you, values you, or is supportive and responsible towards you, and also will be able to be there with you whenever you need them, and he cares about you, then he doesn't have to be about the color or race. You just have to find that someone who really understands you as a person. And I'm going to say it again, don't just look for white men, also look for partners, even though they're not white, who will be able to cherish you, than going in for a white man just to show other people that you do have a white man when he's not treating you the way you deserve. So as they were asking me to connect them, I was thinking like, seriously? Do I have a market where I do sell white men? Please, my God, please let it stop. When I went on a dating site, I didn't ask anybody to connect me. I just went on a dating site and looked for the person that had the same values as I had, and the person that would meet up to my standards, not just because he was white. And also, when we went to the mall, so people were looking at us. They looked at us. We were holding hands, trying to go to different stores to look for things that we wanted. So people were giving us eyes, and we looked at each other and we're like, oh, killers. Do we have something stuck on our faces that people are just keeping on staring at us? Or like our clothes that we are wearing, are they dirty? And they're just looking at us with maybe their looks will try to alert us that there's something wrong with us. But it was not like that. They were just looking at us because it was a combination of vanilla and chocolate. If you do not understand vanilla and chocolate, a combination of a black African girl and a white man. He was surprised because he was getting lots of looks here in Uganda than the looks he usually gets when he's in his home country, because people don't stare like the way they were staring when he was here. Able to experience privilege when we went out to buy barbecued chicken on the street. So when I gave the money to the guy that was doing barbecue, then after I finished to put everything that we had told him to put on our chicken, the salads and all that, then when I gave him the money, he was like, thank you, madam. I was like, what? Was I referred to as a madam? It's not something that I would like to hear from somebody who looked like my age mate, because I don't not want to be called madam, because I'm not a madam. I just want people to treat me just the way I would, just the way I want myself to be treated, and also that's how I want to treat people. So if we're I see when we're in the same age range, I wouldn't want that somebody to call me a specific title which I'm just earning just because I'm with a white man. I just don't want that, because it was like, if you're it just gave me a thought that if you are with a white man, then people will call you just madam because you're dating a white man, and they think that you're not on a certain level as them. So that's the thought that I got. But I wouldn't like to somebody to treat me like that, or to be privileged like that just because of my man. Friends and the people that I once knew, they were telling me plan PNC just because of my man. Think that because he's white, then he does have money, but which is not the case, because not every white man has money. And I think people need to learn that, because it's not the way they do perceive it to be. Not every white man has money. Yeah, if you have and if you do not have. So if you're someone who is thinking for white men just because you think they do have money, all of them do have money, then I really do pity you. Yes, because not all of them have money, because most of them work for their money and they go through a lot to get that money they do have. And people calling me a planned fiancé just because we went to malls, and also we shopped different stuff. Then it was showing me some kind of, it was alarming, because it's not how it should be. It's not like I put up those videos just to show off or try to gain people's attention to watch them. Yes, but those are the challenges that I faced, and I was like, seriously, do everyone in interracial relationship face this, or is it just me that had to go through all this? Yes, so I'm trying to share my experience. My experience when my mom was here in Uganda, that I got just because we are a couple of different race. And also, people on TikTok, when I posted my videos, were commenting negatively about, yeah, as you know, when there is something good, there is always bad that comes along with it. So people were commenting on the videos that, oh, look at her, she's with a man, but just look at the hair, the wigs she's wearing. The wigs look cheap, and of all the wigs that they do sell out there, that those are the wigs that I was able to opt for, and the hair looks like, you know what? I was not shocked, because I've ever seen such comments on other people's videos who were in interracial relationships. So I was not stunned when I saw such comments, but I thought people could do better, because not everyone that is in an interracial relationship or in other relationship, what they do mind about is the hair, because you just don't know anybody. You don't know the reason why that person is not changing different hair cells, and you don't know why the person opted for that wig. Yes, so I thought people could keep such comments to themselves without having to comment negatively on other people, because the way I perceived such comments is not like how anybody else would be able to perceive them, because we are different people and everybody's mentality is different. So it may not have hurt me that much, but it can be able to hurt somebody a lot, just know. But I was able to be chill, because I know the reason why I don't paint hair, and the reason why I always paint my hair, and the reason why I always have like micro twists. I know the reason why, because I have a sensitive scalp, and I go to such length to retain length and to have healthy hair. And yes, and that's why I do it. But I didn't make a video on TikTok to explain myself why I do this and why I have a certain hairstyle and why I opt for such a way, because I know my value, and I wouldn't want to lower my standards to match up to other people's standards that were commenting negatively on my videos. Or if you're there and you would like to be in an interracial relationship, just be ready to face or to be challenged by some of the things that I went through. Yes, because not everybody is the same. I may have went through such things, and you may not be able to go through everything that I went through. Of being in an interracial relationship, for getting judged by people that my relationship is kind of a content just because I put up my videos of me and my mom was something so challenging to accept. But of course, I had to accept it because I was just trying to be myself and pull up whatever I wanted to put up on my social media platforms because I'm a content creator. So if I like to put up something there, then if I like it, then yeah, then yes. And also, it was claimed that I was with him just because of their racial fetishes, as just like the other girls out there that go on different sites just because they're looking for only people that are white. But it wasn't the same for me. It's just that, as I explained before, somebody who has the same values as me and who could just match up to my standards. So that's the reason why the challenges so far that I was able to go through. And I think there are people that are out there and would like to be in an interracial relationship. But if you're watching this video, let me hope you learn something and just know that it's not full of roses. It's not the cute pics on Instagrams that you see. All along, there's some challenges that people that are in such relationships do. So lastly, and the most important, it's the cultural differences. As you know, I'm just an African girl, then for him he's an European. Of course, the foods, for example, the foods too are so different. So yeah, if he was trying something of my own culture, then he would be a little bit stunned, and he wonders what it is and how it tastes, and maybe he won't like the way it tastes. But I cannot and I couldn't be able to force him just because he has to eat them, just because he's my partner. Of course, he had to eat my or to try out my African food, but the ones that he tried, he was able to enjoy them. Yeah, so if he wanted to try something, then I could just make it up for him. Then he tries it out, but not just to force him to try. Consider all that before going into it, and if you feel like you're fit to go into such a relationship, then it's up to you because everybody makes their own decision. It's their own life.